So the National Society was founded in 1891, and by the 1920s, the Society was looking for a national headquarters, ideally a historic property here in the nation's capital, and they happened upon Dumbarton House, which was actually not on the market. So the committed group of ladies, led by Mrs. Lamar, a former national president, committed the owners that not only did they want to sell the property, but in fact they'd be willing to negotiate the price down for this incredible women's organization. So Dumbarton House was acquired by the Society in 1928 on the brink of the Great Depression, which was really an incredible feat for a women's organization of this time. And then, as if that wasn't a big enough or inspirational enough feat, they set about restoring the property to its original federal period grandeur. Dumbarton House opened to the public in 1932 with almost 400 members, dames from across the country in attendance, and has been opened as a historic house museum here in Georgetown in Washington, D.C. ever since. So we have a strong over 80-year history and legacy here as a public museum in Georgetown. The building itself, the house, dates back to 1799, so it was constructed right as the capital was moving here to Washington, D.C. It was a thriving urban farm at the time that it was constructed, so it was sat on 4 acres of land. There were outbuildings and animals and crops outside. It was supported by about 10 servants who lived on the property, a mix of enslaved and indentured and freed persons who helped to keep the property running. And one of our early residents was Joseph Nurse, who served as our first register of the Treasury. Nurse is not a name that we learn about in school. He's not quite a Jefferson or a Washington, but he is of that era in our nation's past. And we like to think of him both as America's first civil servant and perhaps, if not a founding father, as a founding brother. One of the men charged with helping to create this experimental government, this new democracy here in the nation's capital. Nurse helped to build the Treasury Department and worked under 6 presidential administrations. You can visit the house today year-round. Dumbarton House is open to the public Tuesday through Sunday for tours, self-guided and docent-led. And we have a series of community programs and events throughout the year as well. So concerts and films, drama and theater, student groups that come to learn about our nation's early history and the building of the new Capitol. And we would welcome you to come visit anytime you're here in Washington.